Are you ready, Todd? Are you ready?
I was ready till you showed up. You have all these medals and tags and things behind you. I feel kind of silly. I mean, and then I went and you said grab a helmet, so I went and I found the only helmet I have.
Yes. Oh, you look like you're about to play like Mario Brothers, and you're like the little mushroom.
I know. I look like a little mushroom.
You know what the best thing though is about these medals and the race bibs is that I didn't have to win or place to actually earn them. I just earned them through finishing, and that is what I love about human-powered events, sports, things like that. It's all about finishing.
And I'm bringing on our next guest because with all those bibs, I think some of them are actually from events and things that she's actually done and produced for to do. So we got Jess Schnoll from Epic Tahoe Adventures. How's it going, Jess?
Good. How are you guys?
Great.
I mean, I clearly have never ran the rock.
Never run our event, clearly.
Ever. Okay, let me just take a sip of this water here. It's thirsty. But thank you so much, Jess. Now, obviously, with the changing times, right, you have pivoted with Rock Tahoe Half Marathon, which was going into your sixth year, right? And still is, yes. But you've made some adjustments.
Yes, so this year we've gone virtual. So it is the 2020 socially distanced Rock Tahoe Half Marathon. So we've decided we are stronger together by running apart this year. So that is our new tagline.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I want to point out, you're wearing one of the T-shirts that you guys produced. And I got to say, let me show the screen share so people can see it a little bit better. I mean, this is really creative, what you guys did. You know, socially distanced, but I love this little bit right here.
Yeah, so that's our course map where you would normally be running. So it says, wish I was running here. And I kind of rocked Tahoe. So yeah, with the virtual half marathon, everybody that's registered can run wherever they are, however they want to run. They can walk, they can jog, they can hike. Just hit that 13.1 and track it, and you submit your results. It's part of our leaderboard. And then I ship you your commemorative socially distanced bib and a fancy spinner medal that's double-sided and this tech tee along with some other little goodies that we have. So, and Megan has our original 2015 medal around her neck right now.
One of the original and my bid
as
well.
I see that.
not to change subjects. So what you do with Rock Tahoe Half Marathon, you always pay attention to just every detail, right? And so to see how it's grown over the years and then how you've adjusted during these times, I've heard amazing things about virtual races. And I've also seen some of the comments on your pages about how people are just so excited to still be able to earn their medals and earn their keep. Because people do it year after year after year. And talk about a throwback. This is a picture of Jess, and I think this is where it all started, was when Jess used to work for Getaway Reno Tahoe, or with Getaway Reno Tahoe. And this is the moment she was inspired to start her own half marathon in Lake Tahoe.
That's Megan and I who convinced me to run a 12K, having never run before. And Todd, that's like 7 miles. And I was like, yeah, Megan, I can do this.
And now she's running half marathons and organizing them. So
yeah. So which is harder, running a 12K or running as in organizing a half marathon?
Definitely organizing. Usually I do more than 13 miles on a normal race weekend, between like running around the expo and the start and the finish, and being everywhere at once for 24 hours is a lot. But it's so fun, and it is unfortunate that we can't all be together this year, but we're really trying to keep the Rock Tahoe spirit alive on our social media channels. And so people are sharing their photos and their stories about their different runs and routes, and it's awesome to see how many people are completing it. We've had 100 finishers so far.
Wow.
It just opened on Saturday, and 100 people have already completed it. We're expecting probably 750 to 1,000 people will do the virtual run. Which is awesome, which is less than we'd normally have at Rock Tahoe. You know, not everybody wants to go run by themselves, and I don't blame them. This is at least a little something that we can keep Rock Tahoe alive this year, still celebrate, still get everybody their amazing swag. And then we really hope to see everybody in person next year. So, and everybody that is registered gets a credit to next year. So
I'm going to make a prediction about this. I think on year 25, when you're talking about the 25th anniversary of the Rock Tahoe, someone's going to get up there. You're going to have to bring up all those people that have actually been at every one, and you're going to make sure they were at the virtual Rock Tahoe Marathon. So,
we are. So we do have a large contingent of about 100 people that have been with us every single year.
Right.
And they've been very worried about their legacy status. And if they complete our virtual, they hold on to that, you know, from the beginning, OG status of Rock Tahoe. So.
Yep. And that's going to be the important one. That's
it is. We'll see. Jack, my son told me, he's 5 now, so he's been with Rock Tahoe since our very first one when he was 3 months old. But he told me the other day that he's going to work for Rock Tahoe when he grows up one day. And I was like, oh boy.
Watch out, Jason.
I know.
Well, that's super exciting. So people can still actually sign up for the virtual race. And how do they do that?
Yep. So we left registration open just for the virtual race. It's $45 to participate. Registration is open through June 20th. So you can register and complete it same day. And the last day to submit results is June 21st. There's no time limit. So if it takes you a little bit longer than our normal 4-hour cutoff, that's not a problem. If you want to do it over a couple of days because you're by yourself, that's fine. We just want to encourage everybody to get out there, be active, like run, have fun. Everybody needs more fun, and this is fun. So, and for more information, go to epictahoe.com, and you can find all the details and register right on our website.
Todd, this is your chance.
I know. I
chance for a half marathon.
I mean, because normally the 3-day is a cutoff. They don't let me keep on running for 3 days, you know, and I normally stop at the bar on the way and you know, all that. So, I mean, now I can actually do this.
Yes, you could do it. You should do it. You could have one of these.
I know. I can say,
that. Be on record for the slowest pace for Rock Tahoe Half Marathon.
You know, I'm sure I can do that. That's not a problem. Jess, while you're here, I'm going to bring on our next guest. He's putting on an event as well, and maybe you guys can talk a little bit, but I think his event is much later in the year. Who's this guy?
Guess who?
One and only Curtis Fong on Get Virtual wearing a helmet. See, that was almost going to be a requirement to wear helmets throughout the entire show, but no.
That's right.
The helmet I had hurt my head. It was just too tight.
But we don't have runners wearing helmets for some reason, but one of these days, who knows? You know, that might be a requirement.
What races are going to look like?
You know,
I don't know.
With a mask, you know.
Yeah.
Jess, thanks for joining us. We'll see you later. Let's talk to Curtis.
Thanks, guys.
What he has to say, and then we'll go from there. Awesome. I think I can actually do that. 3 days. Curtis, you have you do all the time. And now, has it been delayed, or you just plan on doing it? What's going on? Tell us what happened.
Well, what's going on because of the situation that we're all experiencing for the past several months is the 29th annual America's Most Beautiful Bike Ride, which is generally the first Sunday in June. And of course, my office phone rings and I can't mute that. We've decided to postpone it and move it. We're fortunate enough to have a second ride, Tour de Tahoe, which is the Sunday after Labor Day. So September 13th, we're merging America's Most Beautiful Bike Ride, the 29th annual, with the 18th annual Tour de Tahoe. And we're simply going to call it America's Most Beautiful Tour de Tahoe.
And those dates are when?
It is Sunday, September 13th. So it will be after Labor Day. And so we are working with all the agencies to continue to put forth our encroachment permits, working with all the agencies in regards to everything we need to do to put the permits together. And because we had a little delay there, unlike Rock Tahoe Half Marathon, we hadn't made an investment in any of the merchandise yet. So we generally do that, confirm all that 8 weeks or 2 months prior to the event. So we're still in good shape to produce the event. And we've also been able to have the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's very successful team and training program switch to September 13th as well. They had as many as 875 team members signed up in mid-February, raising $4 million to come in June. And we're hoping that there's not a lot of fallout from that, but they are going to join us on September 13th. And with that, we've got to produce the full 100-mile bike ride, as well as a 72-mile ride, and then the boat cruise 35-mile ride. So there will be the traffic delay that we set up in June at on northbound Emerald Bay Road, right there at Baldwin Beach. So there will be a traffic delay for 2 hours from 6:30 to 8:30 in the morning on September 13th.
And now really quick, this might seem like a silly question, but when you said on September 13th, 2-hour traffic delay, do you close down certain parts of the actual lane for riders, or is it just in that one area?
Just in that one area there from Baldwin Beach, only northbound Emerald Bay Road will be closed from 6:30 to 8:30. Southbound traffic heading from Tahoe City to the South Shore will remain open all the time. So just a 2-hour window so the bicyclists can climb up the switchbacks to get up and around Emerald Bay.
Right. Now, if people have already registered for the Most Beautiful Bike Ride, are they automatically, I mean, how does that help with registration and all that for these different combined bike ride now?
Well, you know, by the time that all this happened by mid-March, we had both event online registration open. And we had, out of America's Most Beautiful Bike Ride, over 1,200 pre-registered riders, plus, like say, the 875 from Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And then we had a couple hundred already signed up for Tour de Tahoe. So what we had done pretty much is we gave the people that signed up for America's Most Beautiful Bike Ride a option. Number one, they were automatically transferred to ride on September 13th, or they had an option to choose our June event next year, or to request a refund. We felt it was necessary to be transparent with people and give them a full refund because of the uncertainty. And, you know, to date, we've given back $75,000 in refunds, and we're hoping as things improve that those people will still sign up again and continue to ride with us in September.
That is on my goal and bucket list for Tahoe, is to ride around the lake. Absolutely. That's a perfect time too, right after Labor Day. So beautiful weather, it's cool enough, but warm enough. So fantastic, Curtis. And now maybe we can touch upon a little bit about biking, cycling in Lake Tahoe, considering I know more and more people are getting out there as the weather warms up. Our next guest, actually, Gavin, with the Lake Tahoe Bicycle Coalition, is joining us. So maybe you guys can kind of touch upon those points a little bit. Curtis, we'll start with you, and then Gavin, we'll kind of connect with you and bridge that question.
Well, a lot of things are happening starting the 1st of June, particularly with the Lake Tahoe Bicycle Coalition. We are kicking off our Bike Safe Lake Tahoe media campaign, our bicycle safety campaign. It's on television, it's on radio. You see a poster back behind me here. We're distributing posters and rack cards in all the bike shops. And as soon as all the hotel lobbies are open, they'll be distributed there as well. So there'll be plenty of bicycle safety messages continuing from June all the way through September. So the Bike Safe Lake Tahoe campaign is scheduled to kick off. We just want to remind everybody the very basics to ride with traffic on the right side of the roadway, ride single file, be visible, of course, so wear bright clothing. I also have a couple of little things that I use when I cycle, and they're very inexpensive items that make you visible on the roadway. And these are little flashers for front and rear flashers for the back. So be visible as much as you can while you're riding around Lake Tahoe, whether you ride a trail or whether you ride on the roadway. So those are some of the key ingredients of the Bike Safe Lake Tahoe campaign. And I'll let Gavin talk about the 15th annual Tahoe Bike Challenge, also kicking off the 1st of June.
Well, there you go, Gavin. Set up. Talk about the bike challenge. We want to hear it.
Oh yeah, thanks, Curtis. Curtis, as you know, has been involved in all this from the beginning. But it is the 15th annual bike challenge. June is Bike Month in Tahoe. We got snowed out too many times in May, so we just now on, unlike the rest of the country. A big part of that is the bike challenge. Hopefully you're familiar with it. If not, you can check out the website. It's lovetoride.net/Tahoe, or go to the Bike Coalition website, and we've got it linked there, tahoebike.org. But it's a fun way to, either as an individual or as a family group or as a work group, get out there, log your rides, and compete for some really cool prizes. The idea is to just get people out riding in June. We've got great prizes this year. Normally we ask businesses for donations, but we flipped it around this year because of circumstances. Have hauled in some really, we've been buying prizes from local businesses, bike locks, bike lights, gift certificates to restaurants, that kind of stuff that will be given out, climbing gym passes that will be given out to winners. And we got a snowboard donated from Jamie Anderson, which will be one of our top prizes. So some cool stuff to compete for this year. The bike challenge is probably our biggest event for the year. It's focused on individuals, work, and school. So school is a little bit different this year. TRPA and the Bike Coalition put on the bike challenge together every year. And this year, TRPA made a series of videos and school curriculum that they are distributing this week. So anybody that's still learning from home is going to get videos and quizzes and some kind of fun games that go along with it. Anybody can watch them. They're on TRPA's Facebook page. There's some videos about getting your bike ready to roll, kind of ABCs of biking, that sort of stuff. The Bike Coalition also has a video on our website to get you ready to go if you are not able to get to a bike shop, or if you just need to put some air in your tires or want to give your bike a quick check. Head over to the Bike Coalition website at tahoebike.org, and we've got a video there that'll show you, along with TRPA's videos. So starts June 1st. Want everybody to get registered early. You can join a team. You can log individual rides. Even if you're not going to work, it's a cool way to keep up your kind of like workplace camaraderie. There's a new feature this year where you can bike with kids. So families can bike and log their rides instead of, we usually have the school classes compete against each other. But this year we're just having everybody do it kind of individually. So yeah, that's about it for the bike challenge. We are going to do a bike path cleanup June 1st. This is normally kind of a big event, and we have a celebration afterwards, but we're going to be doing a physically distanced event this year. More details will be coming on, so just keep an eye out on Facebook and Bike Coalition and Clean Tahoe and Keep Tahoe Blue websites. We all put on that bike path cleanup June 1st. And then just a couple other general biking items for this time of year is the Bike Coalition does the Tahoe Bike Map, the online and paper version. We update it every year. Just finishing that up. We'll have them distributed in the next couple weeks to bike shops and visitor centers. The online one is always a great resource. And then as Curtis said, just trying to keep everybody safe out there. So pay attention to each other, give each other space, and be kind to everybody on the road and the trail.
For sure.
That was a lot of information, and I love it. So,
Great.
A lot going on.
oh,
And really quick, how do we log our bikes? Do we use like an app, Strava, or do we just keep track of them ourselves and then upload them to the site?
No, it's super easy. You can go to the website, again, lovetoride.net/Tahoe, and you can either link Strava, Map My Ride, a couple of the other ones, or you can download the Love to Ride app and log it directly on that, or you can go in afterwards to the website and log them. So a lot of easy ways, but links directly with most of the apps.
so if I go take a picture of my bike sitting in the corner of the basement, does that count as a logging of my bike ride?
No, I'm afraid it doesn't.
It's got to move, and you got to pedal it.
Gotta move. Okay.
Howard Sports. I know you got it. He's
I
gonna
know.
be climbing up the Tahoe Rim Trail in no time. So thank you so
It's-
much for joining us, guys. Really appreciate it. And on the same note, if you are looking for a bike to rent a bike or just have a tune-up, our next guest, Hec Hernandez, owner of South Shore Bikes, has everything you need. Hec, how's it going?
Everything's going good here, you know, pretty busy. Things kind of relaxed today, which is kind of nice. Extremely busy over the weekend here, and ever since we opened up, yeah. So it's been pretty
Heck,
crazy.
you're gonna have to turn your page a little bit.
You're laying down on the job there.
That's
There you go.
guys. Is that better?
And I'm gonna say goodbye to Gavin and Curtis. Okay, guys, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
No problem.
Thanks, everybody.
Hec is probably the most excited of all of us, as you know, he's the owner of a bike rental shop. So you've got all the tools and all the toys ready to go.
We've been ready to go since the 1st of May. We were actually ready in April, but obviously we couldn't open up. But, you know, ever since we opened up on May 1st, you know, things have been pretty crazy around here. Lots of bike sales. You know, we've been kind of limiting the bike rentals because we weren't sure if that was something we should be doing right away. And we noticed some of the other bike rental places were shut down as well. So anyways, other than that, you know, repairs have been backed up for, at one time we were backed up for 3 weeks. We're 2 weeks. We're 1 week out now. So we're actually catching up. I know some of the other shops in town were in the same situation as us, as being backed up. But, you know, trails are opening up. You know, town's kind of opening up. So you're seeing, you know, more tourists up here now. And, you know, the locals just want to get out and ride. So we're trying to do everything we can to help them out here, you know, by getting them bikes, getting their bikes repaired, and, you know, trails are opening up. So yeah, things are looking good.
All right, Heck, here's a question. So I've got my bike. I haven't rode it for a while. It needs repairs, right? So what's the best way? Obviously, I know you're behind a week. That doesn't bother me. What's the best way to bring it down to your shop? Or do you guys have a pickup service? Or what options do I have?
Okay, well, your options are, obviously, you can always bring it in and we'll take it from there. But we are offering pickup and delivery for people who can't get out of their house or don't want to get out of their house. We will pick up and deliver their bike free of charge. For the convenience of, you know, the virus and, you know, what's happening right now. But, you know, it's always better if you can bring it down, you know, because then we can talk about the bike. We can look at the bike, give you a better idea of what's going to go on with it. So, yeah, it's always better to bring it in, but we will pick it up if necessary.
And let's talk trails. You know, as you have the pulse on the trail system here in the Lake Tahoe area, being a owner of a bike shop, give us some insight on which trails are open, or maybe which ones are looking to open soon. That all changes, obviously, as we know, day to day, week to week, but anything that you have on top of mind.
Well, yeah. Well, for instance, you know, Corral Loop, is completely open. That's been a little overwhelmed with people, you know, because that is the only trail really open right now. Upper elevation is going to be a couple more weeks before that opens up, but as it stays warm, it's only going to open up sooner. But like Mr. Toad's, you know, there's snow still in the canyons. Bench ride over there off of Kingsbury. There is some snow patches on it, but it is rideable. A little bit of snow hiking, you know. But other than that, things are opening up. Tahoe Mountain over here at the Y is completely open. We're seeing quite a few people up there. And like I said, things are opening up daily. As it stays warm, you know, things are just going to open up sooner.
What's the best way for people to contact you or find out more information? Website, phone number?
You know, you can always contact, you know, email. Our website is southshorebikestahoe.com. Our email is southshorebikes@gmail.com. You can call us 544-RIDE, 530 area code. You can reach us any way you like. We will get back to you on the emails. It's taken about a day to get back to you. But other than that, you know, the best thing is to come down and talk to us and, you know, bring your bike and let us see what we can do with it. Let's get it running. Let's get you out there and riding.
What if I want to buy a new bike?
New bikes, you know, I don't know. You probably heard there's been a shortage of bicycles in the world, not just in Tahoe, you know.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. And it's only because, you know, the factories that build all the bikes were shut down for that month. And, you know, they're 24/7. So, you know, that really put a halt on bicycles everywhere. There's a big shortage of kids' bicycles right now. We're doing whatever we can to get inventory in. We've been pretty lucky because we're dealing with one of the bigger companies in town. So we've been getting bikes in like usually on a weekly basis. So we've been pumping out bikes there. We've sold quite a few bikes. It's been a very, very good 3 weeks since we've opened up. So we're pretty happy with it. But obviously, we're trying to do everything we can just get people out there and get them riding. Because social distancing, you can't ask for anything better than riding a bike and being out in this beautiful world of ours. You know, we live in a very special place, so enjoy it.
I think to touch upon that, we're so lucky from the access to trail running, bike running, being out on the water. We are very, very lucky. And I am glad that us locals have been able to enjoy it safely, but it's also equally as wonderful to see that we are starting to open up. And although I don't believe the travel ban has been lifted, that's something to keep in mind, right? So to be aware of that. And just recreate responsibly, right? So then we can all keep phasing open.
Exactly. It's all good. Everything's kind of flowing into place. We're all hoping everything gets back to normal eventually here. But for now, we're doing whatever we can to make it work for everyone. So, yeah, get out there and ride.
Love it.
One more time, your website?
Excuse me?
One more time, your website?
Website, South Shore Bikes Tahoe .com.
Love it. All right, Hec, thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Thanks, Hec.
Oh, cut him off.
Todd, okay, what are your goals? What are you ready to do? Human Powered Spirits coming up.
I can definitely see that I'm going to be doing a virtual half marathon this year because I can do that over a week, right? That's going to be easy.
You could probably even stop at Mott Canyon as it's open if you did a loop around your house.
Just by walks, daily walks. I can do it. I'll do it by piece. So I got to do that. I got to get my bike fixed. And then I'm probably going to be in line for a new bike at some point in time. And then in September, I don't know, I might think about trying to drive around the lake on that day when you're riding around the lake.
God, oh my goodness, you're so funny.
I'll cheer you on the north side of the town for that, okay? What a great show. I love it. The weather's great. Everyone's getting outdoors. Hope you like this show, Get Virtual. If you did, please share it. Please like it. Let people know. If you have any ideas for a show or you want to sponsor a show, we're always looking for that. Reach out to us at Reno Tahoe at planmygetaway.com. And tagline, Get Virtual.
Awesome. Thanks for tuning in.